across, going into Christchurch Cathedral. And then underneath the cathedral, you have the crypts. And this is where a lot of the people that worked on the premises were buried afterwards. And there's a museum down there as well. So this was first built in the 10th century, and what it was built on is wood. So it wasn't a very strong, sophisticated infrastructure. But Dublin had a huge problem, huge problem. It was home to the Vikings' holidays. So Vikings all over Europe would travel to Dublin during the summer months and have a vacation here. So that meant the Irish were very, very unlucky, because they would come down the River Liffey with all the Vikings. They would settle here. They would take women, they would take food, they would cut down trees. They would just destroy the city for those couple of weeks or months. So it wasn't a great experience for the Irish people. So in the 12th century, they built it in stone. And this was the original stone building you see here. And one of the Vikings that kept coming, and his name was Strongbow. And Strongbow was from Normandy. And it was Strongbow who realized that the coast of Dublin, Ireland, was very unguarded and not secure. So the following year, they came back with 2,000 sail ships coming down the River Liffey, which runs through Dublin City, and they stayed here. They didn't leave. And this was the first invasion that the Irish and population seen. The Vikings, when they landed here, this was where they first attacked, and then they decided to build a wall all around the city. Most of that wall is gone now, okay? But there are still areas around the city where the wall still remains. So what they called the city after they put it in was Dublinia. And this represents the Viking Museum here on the left. So if you do go and visit this on the left, the museum, it is a whole Viking experience where you learn about the history of their arrival. And it was the Vikings who opened up Ireland for the English invasion. They handed Ireland over. So it was almost that Ireland was never in control for 1,000 years. So this is, once you visit these, I do recommend that you go to both. If you go and see this, you can climb over here and then also underneath. Also, this has become quite a modern type of cathedral. We celebrate Bram Stoker. Bram Stoker was the writer of Dracula, and Dracula was written here in Dublin. And during the Bram Stoker Festival each year in October, they show horror movies here where you can come in and watch really scary films in the crypts and stuff. So it's kind of scary, but cool, So there is a whole medieval type to Dublin as well. Not only the Vikings, there's also lots of mummies. So there's churches all over the city with dungeons underneath. And the reason why mummies can exist is a couple of different reasons. It's the stone that they use, its gases coming up, and because of the thickness of the stone, the temperature will never change. And this means that mummies can exist. So the closest church to here, which has mummies, is St. Michan's Church in Smithfield. And it's about a 20-minute walk. So if you like that medieval feeling, you know, the mummies, prisons, Vikings, you can have that as well. Okay? So guys, we're going to go over and see the last part of the tour today, and that's Dublin Castle. Okay? And this is, yes, the first place the Vikings attacked, but this is where they first settled. So it is a very modern type of castle because obviously Viking, they destroyed the castle, destroyed it. But I will show you the area, okay?